Over $1.4 million X-ray equipment at Douglas Charles. I Can See Clearly Vision project enters new phase, and OACS Commission meets to discuss OACS standards of living. Thank you for joining us on National Focus. I'm Lurian Graham Carter.
And I'm Kadisha St. Louis. Stay with us for details of these and other stories after this.
Child abuse is unacceptable. Child abuse is not cultural, it is criminal. And one child abuse is one too many.
For more information on child abuse or to report suspected cases on child abuse, contact the Social Welfare Division on 33 Great Marlborough Street or call 266-3020 or 266-3080.
Welcome back. New screening equipment at the Douglas Charles Airport means less manual checks for security personnel, less time at checkpoints for passengers, and ultimately more efficient security at the airport. On Monday morning, officials of the Dominica Air and Seaports Authority officially commissioned new security X-ray equipment at the island's main airport. Tropical storm Erica wreaked $40 million worth of havoc on the airport in 2015. Chief Executive Officer of DASPA, Benoit Badwill, commended security personnel who for over 1 year were able to maintain efficient security checks manually.
The Transport Security Administration, or the TSA of the United States, and ECA, during the audit test, observed the manual screening processes and was impressed with the professionalism in which the laborious tasks were executed. So we did have several visits, and those visits were done to ensure that Dominica was still in compliance with Annex 17 of that convention. Nonetheless, we are pleased to report that during the period, no incident, and I repeat, no incident was reported with illegal or prohibited items leaving Dominica through the airport. A number of seizures, however, were made during that period, which shows that the training of our security officers paid dividend during that difficult period. Let me use this opportunity to say, and I want you to join me in saying a hearty thank you to the security officers for a job well done.
However, the need to comply with international standards required an urgent replacement of the security equipment. Government, through the CARICOM Development Fund, was able to secure over $1.4 million to replace this equipment, which began operations in October 2016.
We're here at this point to witness the formal commissioning of the equipment, which from all reports is state-of-the-art and running quite well. This project is one further testimony of CARICOM at work, making a difference and positively impacting on the lives of its citizens. The equipment was sourced through a CARICOM company, CSM Technologies, for the Dominican people, and was financed by contributions of the member states of CARICOM. I would like to offer my thanks and compliments to all those who were responsible and played a part in getting the equipment here, installing and operating it at the levels of efficiency recorded thus far.
Chairman of DASPA, Phoenix Belfield, officially commissioned the equipment.
On behalf of the board, management and staff of DASPA, I wish to say how elated we are to receive the special assistance. It is no secret to anyone the wrath that Dominica suffered under Tropical Storm Erica, which wiped out more than 90% of our GDP. And in no small measure was the Douglas Charles Airport affected too. Damages exceeding $40 million were recorded. This timely assistance from the CDF could not have come at a more critical juncture when the world's experiencing a seismic shift towards enhancement of airport and aviation security. For small economies such as ours, strategic partnerships and assistance like this help us forge ahead with a vision to build back better.
Dominica's I Can See Clearly Vision project is entering a new phase. Launched in December of 2016 by the Ministry of Health in collaboration with the Ministry of Education, this project is geared towards ensuring that students of all primary and secondary schools are screened and provided with medical attention where necessary. In 2012, a survey was conducted and results show that 9% of students attending primary and secondary schools had vision problems. Following the survey, the government of Dominica decided to start the estimated over $1 million project. On Monday, the government of Dominica welcomed 3 ophthalmologists, 3 optometrists, and 1 engineer from the People's Republic of Cuba who are also assisting on this project. During the welcome ceremony, ophthalmologist Dr. Hazel Shillingford Ricketts elaborated on the history of the project.
In Dominica, our childhood blindness prevention program includes screening of premature babies for retinopathy of prematurity, the school health program whereby children with poor vision or those who need glasses, those with strabismus, droopy eyelids known as ptosis, nystagmus or dancing eyes are the conditions which will cause a child from the school vision program to be referred to the ophthalmologist. We also screen for sickle cell retinopathy, diabetic retinopathy, children with congenital disorders, eye injuries, and connective tissues disorders known to have eye involvement.
She highlighted the importance of provision of glasses as one of the simplest means of correcting eye problems.
Uncorrected refractive errors or the need for glasses can hamper performance at school, reduce employability and productivity, and generally impair quality of life. Yet, the correction of refractive errors or provision of glasses is among the most cost-effective interventions in eye health care, but we note that most persons who need them do not get them. Hence, the initiative by the Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Roosevelt Skerrit, to have all school children screened for refractive errors and to provide spectacles for those who need them under the program I Can See Clearly Now, complements the eye care programs already integrated in primary health care and at the Princess Margaret Hospital by competent and dedicated health personnel in eye care.
This one-time program provides the opportunity to screen about 14,000 children in the primary and secondary schools. Data collected will be used to analyze the prevalence of refractive errors and other eye problems in the school population and the age groups most at risk. In his address, the Honorable Minister for Health, Dr. Kenneth Daru, revealed that over 6,000 students island-wide have received first assessment.
With the exception of the Goodwill Primary School, first-level assessment has been completed in 59 primary schools, of which 6,365 primary school students have had first-level assessment done by family nurse practitioner. 4,888 students were assessed to have normal vision, while over 1,000 were found to be in need of further management, and Dr. Ricketts spoke to those that were referred to her thus far.
He thanked the Honorable Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit for funding this project, which is estimated to be close to $7,000 so far, and also expressed his gratitude to the People's Republic of Cuba for their assistance.
I would like to express my sincerest thanks to the Honorable Prime Minister and Minister of Finance for again making the resources available for this project. An amount close to $700,000 has been provided for this project, which is indicative of our commitment to the health and well-being of our children and our young people. Today's ceremony, the I Can See Clearly Now project, is also yet another indication of the government of the Republic of Cuba's unwavering support over the past decades, and they continue to be one of our strongest, if not the strongest, partner in health. Thus, on behalf of the government and people of Dominica, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the government of Cuba and for, of course, Your Excellency. I would like you to please convey this profound gratitude to President Raul Castro and the entire government, and of course my colleague Minister of Health in Cuba for your support over the years. Thank you very much.
Cuba's ambassador to Dominica, His Excellency Juan Carlos Frometa de la Rosa, views the I Can See Clearly Vision project as part of Cuba's continued dedication to the people of Dominica.
We have 6 Cuban doctors and 1 engineer that will be working for the next, let us say, 4 months in order to improve, in order to work with the students in Dominica. So we are very proud to be part or to work in this, let us say, sensitive project. As you know, for a number of years, we have been working with the Dominican government through the Cuban medical team. But this is another area that we are going to work. So they will be working the next, for the next 4 months with the student. Let us say they will be working with the future of Dominica. So that's why we are very proud, because this is our contribution in order to, let us say, to help the future of Dominica.
The first clinic is scheduled for Tuesday at the Pierre Charles Secondary School.
For the next 2 days, Dominica will host the 9th Organization of Eastern Caribbean States Living Standards Measurement Committee LSMC meeting for improved conditions for OECS citizens. The meeting, being held at the Fort Young Hotel, is funded by the Caribbean Development Bank and the United Nations Children's Fund. Head of the Statistical Services Unit at the OECS Commission, Dr. Gail Archibald, acclaimed this meeting as a turning point. She stated that the OECS Regional Strategy for the Development of Statistics is now complete and will be launched on Tuesday, 11th April.
This now releases the LSMC to put all its attention on poverty, living standards, labor, and general well-being of the citizens of the OECS region. It was at the 5th LSMC meeting, and I was looking at the notes last night, in October 2014, that the Enhanced Country Poverty Assessment Program's concept and preliminary work was presented and discussed. That we are meeting this time to focus exclusively on the Enhanced Country Poverty Assessment Project marks a notable turning point for the LSMC.
Social analyst at the Caribbean Development Bank, Albert Ellis, gave a synopsis of activities for the next 2 days.
Over the next 2 days of the meeting, there will be a number of sessions to examine the OECS Social and Human Development Program, child poverty and analysis based on previous CPAs, in a number of its board member countries. Discussions on the Sustainable Development Goals will also feature prominently, in addition to safeguards and ethical considerations for studying human subjects in the research process. Very importantly, we will be discussing the core questionnaire for the Survey of Living Conditions. The agenda also includes a number of sessions related to the implementation of CDB-supported Enhanced Country Poverty Assessment Program, which spans the implementing period of 2015 to 2020.
He outlined the objective of the program.
Improved availability of timely and reliable country monetary and multidimensional poverty data in member countries. These data are critical to support evidence-based decision-making and improve the framework and overall capacity for poverty monitoring at the country level. The program is intended to result in an enhanced capacity of member countries to conduct multidimensional poverty assessments and monitor achievement of the post-2015 Sustainable Development Goals.
You're watching National Focus. More when we return.
Welcome back. The Dominica Agricultural and Industrial Bank hopes farmers will improve their production after recent training sessions held in collaboration with the Dominica Export-Import Agency and the Caribbean Chemicals Agency Limited. The training held on the 5th and the 6th of April at the Casabris Agricultural Station and the Marigot Agriculture Center, respectively, were facilitated by agronomists with the Caribbean Chemicals Agency Limited, Kennedy Paul. GIS News attended the training session in Marigot. Paul noted one challenge he faced during the training sessions was that farmers were resistant to the new practices introduced.
There are practices they used to adhere to, and what I am trying to do And I actually happy that I got challenged. What I really trying to do is really get them away from some of the practices which were almost counterproductive. A lot of the times they use fertilizers and they don't realize they more or less wasting their money, because what tends to happen is that they put in those fertilizers in, but the fertilizers are not serving the purpose that it is meant to serve. Right? So it come like you're throwing money down the drain. And right now, like I said the last time we spoke, the stakes are a lot higher. You have to decrease your cost of production per unit. So if you're wasting fertilizer, that's an extra cost.
He revealed the ultimate purpose of the training.
The long-term goal of this whole exercise is to offer the farmers, especially the ones who have taken advantage of the 3% facility from the aid bank, the facility loan from the aid bank, to give them technical support. So this particular training session was just an opportunity for me to meet the farmers, introduce new practices, see how receptive they are towards it, so I could basically plan a lot better to basically come up with a plan to really deal with them and really transfer the technology and information in a palatable way to them.
Paul explained how he will prove to farmers that the new methods will be more beneficial.
The same way we proved that we could have increased the yields and reduced the amount of disease occurrence in Irish potatoes, we intend to do the same thing in dashings, yams, tanya, and sweet potato. Okay, so I am in contact with a lot of the extension officers. What I'm looking for is model farmers to do trials in places like Castle Bruce. I want to do some trials in Calibishi. I even want to do some trials here in Marigot.
One beneficiary of the agricultural loan facility from the aid bank, Joseph John Hope, has been a farmer for 4 years. He stated his purpose of requesting his loan.
It was a great help, and so it bruised me to continue to extend, places, things that I wanted to do. I get to do it, and it put me on top.
He was also grateful for the opportunity to learn new farming practices.
It will help me a lot, because sometimes certain things that you don't know about crops, about things, about farming, and so it will help me a lot. And I taking it in and listen to what they say, and then when I go in my farm, I'm gonna start to do what they say to do, to see how it works.
Lenny Aubrey has been farming for 10 years and is also a recipient of a loan from the aid bank. He is grateful to get the opportunity to receive updated farming practices.
Based on the kind of chemicals to use to prevent certain diseases and increase on your production. And I will not change, but I'll follow on whatever to see the difference.
13 farmers attending the training on a Thursday. 11 of these receive loans from the aid bank.
Finally, this news time, organizers of Jazz and Creole are getting set for yet another edition, which is carried for Sunday, June 4th at the Cabrits National Park. The official launch took place on April 6 at the Fort Young Hotel. The Honorable Minister for Tourism, Senator Robert Tong, stated that over the years, the Jazz and Creole Festival has grown significantly.
The Discover Dominica Authority presented the Jazz and Creole Festival to expand Dominica's festival tourism product offering, and over the past 7 years, the event has grown from just 600 patrons in 2010 to over 2,600 patrons in 2016. The festival has not only gained patrons, but there continues to be the increasing interest from renowned regional and international artists wanting to perform at this exclusive event, and the media also is interested in covering this event, providing additional awareness to our beautiful country of Dominica.
Honorable Tong noted that the festival continues to bring economic development to Portsmouth and the north of the island.
The festival main stage brings much economic activity to the area of Portsmouth, which is hosting this event on Pentecost weekend at one of our premium tourist attractions, which is the Fort Shirley Cabrits Park. Over the years, we've seen increased activity with the accommodation sector, with locals and visitors alike booking rooms in the various areas of Portsmouth, in the Portsmouth area. So we encourage you to book early so you can secure the best possible rooms in the area. The Ministry of Tourism makes it a priority to support this area of business as much as possible for the areas of accommodation, vending, transportation services, among other requirements to host this festival. and I encourage the entire community to take ownership of this festival and support its growth and success by partnering as we host Jazz Creole 2017.
Chief Executive Officer of the Discover Dominica Authority, Colin Piper, gave some of the objectives of the festival.
So just a little bit about the objectives of Jazz in Creole, one of which was to develop and stage a marquee festival tourism product which receives local, regional, and international media coverage. Another was to increase visitor arrivals to the destination during the hosting of the event. Third, to stimulate economic activity through increased hotel occupancy and participation at fringe events. And fourth, to increase ticket sales and attendance at the main stage event.
Theo Kest, Breve, and Mikel Henderson will be featured at this year's festival. And that's the English segment of the news. Shakira appears next with Creole highlights.
Bienvenue à ce nouvel accueil. Non, moi c'est Shakira Père. Gouvernement Dominique a dépensé $1.2 million pour rebâtir un morceau chemin Fort Morgan en Rivière-Syrie qui défalé. Parole à la sortie de même Parlement pour Constituency Sala, Honorable Ivor Stevenson.
Morceau chemin Sala, $1.2 million en Rivière-Syrie. Ça c'est là un morceau chemin en falé. Ça c'est en place que Fort Morgan. Et puis, mon cas que ça c'est un morceau chemin qui vous attention actuellement parce que mon cas changé tant Erika les pont boutique a été croisé ça met autant de problème pour mon dans mon délice et puis boutique pour yo ça trafiquer pour aller aux eaux so moi même les pont action actuellement pour qui nous pas un problème quand ça passe nous pas ni temps hurricane qu'on nous tenait avant actuellement ça nous avec et puis climate change l'hiver, quand il presque tout le temps, nous avons tapé assez l'eau, pas l'orage, mais la pluie, et puis ça damage place. Et puis, morceau, pour ça, là, l'hiver sucre, en fond, il partait en Erika.
En d'autres nouvelles, plusieurs officiers organisations en parmi OECS Commission, UNICEF et puis CDB qui joignent à Dominique pour 2 jours semaine sala pour discuter sur les manières conditions monde qui vivent en pays OECS. Selon Albert Ellis de CDB, meeting là qui discuter si pour pays qui mérité. Selon M. Ellis, plusieurs pays OECS qui mettent mise en place pour adresser ça. Ça fait poverty assessment, c'est ça moun qui a reçu attention. Meeting ça là autant important depuis Dominique c'est ce pays là qui a formulé plan pour adresser poverty assessment. CDB a supporté initiative ça là. D'autres pays OECS a aussi chain meeting qui concerne situation new. Ministre Commodité, Département Santé, Ensemble et puis Uni Veterinary, ça c'est Département Animaux, bien plaisir pour lever ban à ce compte before Brazil. Selon information qui obtenue de CARICOM, qui a indiqué que plusieurs de ces compagnies-là qui étaient engagées en affaires vieilles vannes pas exporter ces produits là pour Dominique. Décision était pour ban produits de Brazil à une manière pour protéger le public là. Ministre Commodité, Département Santé, environ qui a fait parole goisse pour moun qui a importé ensemble et puis moun boutique, supermarché et puis public là pour supporter. Et puis finalement, moun petit entreprise bien plaisir qui gouvernement Dominique a assisté yo develop entreprise yo. Plusieurs moun tout un pays là tape assistance et puis twinnement hod ministre commerce. Esther Thomas, the permanent secretary à ministre commerce.
Nous tenons autant de monde là, c'est monde ça la vini avec yo taper information qui était très important pour yo, comment pour manager business yo, comment pour yo chain live l'argent yo séparer hod l'argent yo ka servir pour quoi yo. So là yo besoin l'argent yo ni l'argent, et pas chaque temps yo ni pour venir chercher l'argent au gouvernement. Mais yo content gouvernement ka donné yo l'argent ça là pour secouer business yo. Et nous ka fait c'était là yo taper l'argent ça là yo équipe pour faire ça yo ni pour faire
Yo ka servi l'argent pour yo gen d'autres matériaux, yo ka servi pour gen équipement, yo besoin pour ces business yo. Et nous ka montrer comment est très important pour yo ni l'idée qui sérieux avec pour business yo sérieux avec pour ça yo ka faire avec discipline pour faire cette yo taper result yo supposé taper ça c'est un business qui diwe yo pas ni un business pour 6 mois avec fini mais un business qui est toujours là avec qui fait qui impact comme en Dominique.
Ça c'est tout pour nouvelle à Creole. Non moi c'est Shakira Pierre. Au revoir.
Before we leave, here are a few announcements. Property owners in the city of Roseau are hereby informed that municipal rates for April 2017 are due and payable. Also, property owners who are in default of payment of municipal and land and house rates are kindly requested to visit the office of the Roseau City Council to settle outstanding amounts. Residents of Calibishi and environs are invited to the 23rd inaugural meeting of the Calibishi Village Council on Wednesday, April 12, 2017 at 11 a.m. at the Calibishi Resource Center grounds. Please make every effort to attend and be on time. Residents of Woodford Hill and environs are invited to the 19th inaugural meeting of the Woodford Hill Village Council on Wednesday, April 12, 2017 at 3:30 p.m. at the Woodford Hill Primary School. Please make every effort to attend and be on time. Cross streets at marked crosswalks or intersections if possible. Obey traffic signals such as walk or don't walk signs. Look left, right and left again before crossing a street.
Watch for turning vehicles. Make sure the driver sees you and will stop for you. Look across all lanes you must cross and visually clear each line before proceeding. Even if one motorist stops, do not presume drivers in other lanes can see you and will stop for you. Don't wear headphones or talk on a cell phone while crossing the street. And that's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website news.gov.dm.
Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/GIS News Dominica, and follow our Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel.
Live streaming is also available on our YouTube channel 24 hours a day. From all of us here on the GIS News production team, I'm Kadisha St. Louis.
And I'm Lurian Graham Carter. Thanks for watching and join us again next time on National Focus.